In this lesson, we're going to write and graph inequalities. Example 1, how do I translate verbal phrases? First of all, let's talk about the inequality symbol. So we have this inequality symbol, and the small side is the less than side, or the smaller side. And then the big side is our greater. And most of the time, we read our inequality symbols from left to right. And so if you came upon the small side first, it's going to be the less than sign. And then if you come upon from left to right, the greater than, or the bigger side, it's going to be greater. So as we read this one from left to right, we are coming upon the little side first, so this one is less than. Now, some other words that you might use for less than might be below and fewer. And this isn't a complete list, but it's a pretty good list. All right, so for our next one then, notice how we are going from left to right, and we've got the big side. So this one is the greater than. Some other words might be more than or exceeds. So we'll just use more and exceeds. All right, so now notice that the next two inequalities have lines under them. What that line underneath there means is that it's also going to be equal to. So here we're coming upon the small side, and we've got the equal sign underneath it, so it's less than or equal to. Some other words that we use to describe less than or equal to are no more than, at most, and maximum. All right, so our next one then, it also has the equal sign underneath it, and it is greater than because we're coming upon the big side first, so greater than or equal to. All right, and then we have other words would be at least and minimum. All right, so now we're going to translate the verbal phrase into an inequality. For the first one, it says 6 is greater than 5. So we'll have 6 is greater than 5. And notice that we had the big side facing the 6. Number 2, it says Jennifer watches at most 3 hours of television a day. So we've got that word at most. So Jennifer watches, so that's going to be our X. At most, you have to think about at most. So at most you can have 3 pieces of candy, or at most you can watch 3 hours of television. So can you watch 3 hours? Yep. Can you watch more? No. So this is going to be a less than or equal to 3. And notice that we have that in our list as less than or equal to. So number 3, it says Jonas is sending a package to his brother in Afghanistan. It can weigh up to 20 pounds. So let's let the X represent the package. And if we say up to 20 pounds, so it can be 20 pounds, so we'd have the equal to. And then up to 20 pounds, that would be then less than or equal to 20, because it can't weigh more than 20 pounds, but it can weigh 20. Number 4, in order to win the game, Jack's score must exceed 125. So we're going to have X represent Jack's score, and then it must exceed. So to be exceed, it must be more than or greater than 125. So number 5, Tisha needs to have a score of at least 20 on her next test. So this is Tisha's score, at least. So she can have 20, so it would be an equal, but the lowest score she can have would be 20. So then that would mean that she could have more than 20, so it's greater than or equal to 20. And for number 6, it says the speed limit is 60 miles per hour. Let the speed of the car be within the limit. So we've got our x is going to be our limit, or our speed. And then if the fastest you can go is 60 miles per hour, you can go 60 miles per hour, but you can't go more than that. So it would have to be a less than or equal to. All right, example number 2, how do I determine the truth of an inequality? So we have this x plus 4 is less than 6, and we're saying that x is equal to 2. So we're going to plug this 2 in for the x. So if I plugged it in, I'd have 2 plus 4 is less than 6. Is 6 less than 6? No, 6 is not less than 6, so this is going to be a no. For our next one, we have x is equal to 5. So again, we're going to plug that in where we see the x. So we have 2 times 5 plus 4, and is that greater than 6? So 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 plus 4, so we've got 14. Is 14 greater than 6? Yes. So then we know that it's going to be a solution to the inequality. And for our last one, x is equal to 9. So we're going to plug in the 9 where we see the x. 9 minus 3, is that less than or equal to 6? Well, 9 minus 3 is 6. It's not less than, but it is equal to, so we're going to say yes. Example number 3, how do I graph inequalities? So we have x is equal to 5. Now, x is equal to 5 is not an inequality, but will help show you how to graph our other inequalities. So x is equal to 5. If we were to put this on the number line, we would end up just plotting a dot. X is equal to 5. The only number that x can be is 5, so we'd put a dot there on the 5. Now, if we were going to graph then x is less than or equal to 5, so I've got, let's just do 4, 5, 6. All right, so less than or equal to 5, we would still have, because it's equal to, we'd have our closed dot. And then to show that it was going to be also less than, you would then have an arrow going to the left. Something that I want to point out is that if your variable comes first, that we can make this almost into our arrow, and notice how they're both facing to the left. So our next one, then we have x is greater than or equal to 5. So again, to represent that it's equal to it, we would have our solid dot, but then it's everything that's going greater, so it would be going to the right with the right arrow. And I'll again notice that if I made this inequality symbol into an arrow, that it would be facing in that same direction. And you can only do that if your variables comes first. So now we have this x is less than 5. So I'd have my 4, my 5, and my 6. And because it's not going to be equal to 5, but it's just everything less than it, we represent that by having an open dot. So I would have an open dot, and then my arrow is going to then go to the left. So it means that the solution to this could be anything that's less than 5. So it could be 4, it could be 3, 2, it could be 4.99999, but it cannot be 5. So we have the open dot on the 5 representing that it's everything that's less. So then if I wanted to represent greater than 5, I would also have an open dot, and I'm going to the right, representing that it's everything going that's larger than 5. So 5.1, 5.8, we could have a million would be a solution to this inequality because it's greater than 5. All right, so let's go ahead and let's graph the inequality. We have x is greater than 3. So let's just make a 3, let's say 2, 3, 4. All right, so greater than 3. That means that it's not going to include the 3, and it's going to be everything that is bigger or greater than 3. So we're going to have an open dot going to the right. Now I have x is less than or equal to negative 2. So let's do a negative 3, negative 2, and a negative 1. All right, so less than or equal to. So because it's equal, it's going to be a solid dot. and it's going to be everything then that is going less than, so we're going to be going to the left. All right, now notice that these next two are not written with the x first. I always think it's a good idea to rewrite them, because if I read this backwards in terms of the x, notice that the big side is facing the x. It would be x is greater than 4. I'm going to rewrite it though. Until we're really good at doing these, I think it's easier to rewrite it. Notice that the big side right here is facing that x. So when I rewrite it, when my x is first, I have to have the big side facing the x when I do that. So let's have 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to have open because it's greater than, and it's going to go to the right. All right, so I just rewrote that, noticing that the big side was facing the x, so it's x is greater than 4. And again, with the same thing with the next one, I'm going to put my x first, and notice that that little side is facing the x. So I'm going to have my little side facing, and so it's x is less than -2. So let's have -3, -2, and -1. All right, so because it's just less than, it's going to be open. And then less than goes to the left, so it's going to be open, and everything shaded to the left would be a solution. All right, in our last example, example 4, how do I write inequalities from a graph? So for number 1, notice that we've got a closed dot on the 4 and it's going to the right. So our variable will be written first, and because it's closed, that means it's going to be greater than, and because it's going to the right, it means that it's greater than or equal to 4. All right, for number 2, notice we have an open dot and that it's going to the left. So it's going to not be equal, but it's going to be less than -3. So x is less than -3. Number 3, notice how we're going to the right and it's open. So it's going to be greater than -2. So x is greater than -2. And our last one, x is, now it's equal to, because it's got a closed dot, it's going to be less than or equal to 4. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to graph and write inequalities.